Please be seated. Welcome, family, friends, classmates, faculty and staff, and graduates to the Elevation Preparatory Academy 2019 Commencement Ceremony. This group is a special group, so it's special to say the least. So I decided to do something special. I wrote you guys a poem. It's called The Class of 2019. Well, we made it through another year. Some of you may cry, while others may cheer. A year full of accomplishment, challenge, and laughter. Time to turn the page and start life's new chapter. Graduation has arrived. Enjoy these moments while you can. And to be honest, I'm shocked that none of you missed the van, Toby. 16 of you are graduating in this year's class, some with honors and some happy to pass. Well, you survived, no more janitor team. Let's take a moment and reflect on the class of 2019. I've been to Australia a number of times, originally found as a place for those being punished for crimes. Australia was a penal colony? This has to be a mistake. But then I met James, Lou, Damien, and Blake. For all the soft-spoken students who barely say a word, you never have to worry about the Aussies being heard. Blake's the fast-talking bloke who's always on the move, indecisive at times until he finds his groove. Always up for a good time, no shortage of fun. He showed up for class every eclipse of the sun. Well-mannered, polite, and full of zest, can talk his way in or out of trouble with the very best. Blake's future will be bright, that much I can see. I know, I'll wrap this up, Blake. You probably have somewhere to be. If you want an honest answer, this guy will give it to you. No BS at all, you know what I mean, bro? One of the most laid-back guys you'll ever meet, owns enough shoes for 200 feet. Stylish drips, always with the latest shoe. This man from down under, of course, is James Lou. Struggled in school at first, but found his stride. Keep being yourself. Trust your voice inside. Believe in yourself like I believe in you. You can accomplish more than you think. I'm a big fan of James Lou. For Damien, it was a struggle to get out of bed. But he wasn't late. Australia is a day ahead. Honestly, seeing you graduate is a bit of a surprise. You transformed from an angry kid to a man right before my eyes. When awake, you were a pleasure to have in class. In basketball, at times you were great, and at times you were an ass. Left-handed sniper, some games couldn't miss. Could put up 40 points, 10 rebounds, and not one single assist. Showed up to the prom looking fresh and dressed to impress. In an all-pink suit, you rocked it the best. Success is in your future. Believe in fate. I'll always be in your corner. Good on you, mate. The next on the list definitely played the wrong sport. I always thought that soccer players were short. You play basketball? He replied, no way. He's the Latvian sensation named Kristins Kanope. Johnny Castillo is a friend to all. His smile lights up the school when he walks through the hall. Never a bad thing to say, always a smile on his face. The Colombian kid who knows habla inglés. Wherever he attends, we'll be lucky to have him next fall. I just hope he gets some shorts that aren't 2 sizes too small. If you need a lawyer in the future, I got your guy. Baseball was his first love. Now getting law school to try. In legal terms and in life, Gabriel Colon will pass the bar, even with 12 baseball players jammed in his car. Throwing strikes was a struggle, but Gabe is no fool. Stetson is lucky that you enrolled in their school. Keep in touch with Gabe. Make sure you're nice. You may need him someday for some legal advice. The next grad is a great athlete who stands out from the bunch, a pitcher by day, but runs the basketball court at lunch. I saw him grab the ball and attack the rim. I said, this kid plays baseball? I need to talk to him. A quiet kid from the DR, no doubt in my mind, Gabriel Del Orbe will go far. Came to the U.S. with a quest for knowledge. Next year you can find him on the mound pitching at Rust College. Regardless of what the next grad says, if something goes wrong, blame Jorge Diaz. Run plays a long time is how the saying goes. He can smell trouble away. Just look at his nose. His heart is big, his intentions are pure. Success will find him one day, I'm sure. In college, stay out of trouble. Keep that nose clean. If not, I got a spot for you in the Jennings suite. He looks like Giannis, but not as tall. The next grad hails from Senegal. With 9-foot arms and hands to match, there's no itch that Issa can't scratch. In the layup line, he puts on a show. But you ask him where his class is, there's no chance he'll know. He will be successful one day, we can assume, if he ever decides to leave the study hall room. Quiet, unassuming. And if you think he's alone, you would be wrong. Issa is always on his phone. The quiet ones are the hardest to figure out. Pedro Valerio knows what I'm talking about. I didn't know he was smart, but I learned fast. It was the first week of my American government class. He turned in an assignment. It was brilliant and complete. I said, okay, whose paper did Pedro use to cheat? He kept turning in work that was off the chart. Hold the phone, everyone. Pedro is smart. Pedro can be mysterious, but one thing's for sure. His hair was a mess, but his jump shot was pure. I almost cried when you cut your hair after break. Pedro, keep the fro for goodness sake. I will never underestimate Pedro again. Keep working hard, and do you, my friend. The next grad is special and has it all. Brains, good looks, and David Hermelin can ball. The golden boy, Swedish model by trade, captain of the team and tops in his grade. Not to mention what he did on the SAT, a 1490, the highest in EPA history. For most, that's enough, but wait, that's not it. Believe it or not, David Hermelin can knit. True story. With all he has done this year, I really don't know what else to say, except be nice to David. We may work for him someday. A member of the first ever women's team, a natural leader, caring, warm-hearted, this girl was a dream. When Fernanda is part of something, all things are right. Student government prom or getting cake smashed in your face on senior night. These past 3 years have seemed like a blur. We've had a lot of graduates, but there's only one fur. 10 years from now, I will tell stories of you and brag. You make us all so proud. I'm glad we got your flag. Who was the hardest working grad of the bunch? He mastered English, got straight A's, and made deliver your lunch. There's 4 billion people in China, but he hails from Fujian. If I had to choose 1 out of 4 billion, I'll always choose Ming. The most popular guy at Field Day or Harvest Fest. When it comes to jumping rope, Ming is the best. A genius in math, a future engineer. Went from a kid who couldn't speak English to RIT next year. Ming, you are living the American dream. Take a bow. Great job, sir. Face on how. When I graduated high school, most of you weren't alive. Except for you, Toby. You're 35. When I first met Toby, I was shocked to say the least. Who is this 6'7", 200-pound beast? He arrived right before school had begun. I introduced myself and asked, which one is your son? Even though Toby looks scary and mean, he is the nicest, most respectful young man I have ever seen. Potential was great, but confidence low. His skill level grew fast, but knowledge of the game came slow. In class, teachers waited for him to break out of his shell. And we waited, and then rang the bell. His senior year, we expected more of the same. Getting through to Toby was harder than pronouncing his name. Then, all of a sudden, believe it or not, he was ripping down rebounds and blocking shots, scoring well on tests and turning homework in. Toby has arrived. Let the celebration begin. Still well-mannered, polite, and soft-spoken, but on the court, the animal inside was awoken. Stay humble and hungry, and be all you can be. Best of luck next year at Montgomery. I wish you happiness, success, and good health. Don't be scared of any challenge. Believe in yourself. You will make a mark on this world. Don't be afraid to try. Good things happen to good people, and Toby, you are that guy. The next grad on the list has some outstanding features. I first met him at summer camp when he dove headfirst in the bleachers. Hungry, humble, driven is a good place to start. Undersized in stature, but not in heart. A fearless competitor who never backs down. Always in the game when Kutlahan's around. Overcame injury and conquered the dreaded Turkish toe. Has accomplished so much. Kut, I want you to know. When I talked to college coaches, they would say to me, "This is the kid? Impossible, it can't be. He's 5'0" and 100 pounds soaking wet. Is he athletic? Can he shoot or even touch the net?" I said, "No, he can't. But I think you'll be impressed. Nobody plays harder. This kid is the best. In a competition, I want Coot on my side every day. He doesn't look the part, but man, can he play." After the game, Palm Beach Atlantic believed Coot was being Coot and the scholarship he received. I'm proud of you for all you've done, and there's no doubt in my mind the best is yet to come. Last, but certainly not least, the greatest success story you'll see. It's a tale of a boy from Korea named Larry Yoon-Suk Lee. For 3 years, I was asked twice a day, "Coach Matt, I want to go to basketball. I want to go to college and play basketball. You think I can play?" My response was simple: "No, you're crazy. You don't believe in yourself, you're soft, you're lazy. You act like a clown and let people walk over you. What do you think a college player will do?" "Coach Matt, I think I have a chance." "Why, Larry? Whenever you get in the game, you crap your pants." It's not because you aren't good enough. You're physically strong, but not mentally tough. It was 3 years ago, one summer when he first arrived, scared of his shadow, no chance to survive, wouldn't speak a word, not one single sound. He was 5'6" and weighed, 220 pounds? Over time, his confidence grew. With hard work, Larry started to see what he could do. The questions never stopped. In fact, there were more and more. "Coach Matt, you know this school? How's my SAT score?" Grades kept improving along with those play. He continued to work and get better each day. Larry reached his goal of going to college and playing ball. He got a scholarship to play at Becker next fall. "You're a college basketball player now, Larry. I guess you showed me. And I'm a true believer in the legend of Larry Yoon-Suk Lee." Thank you to all the class of 2019 for the lessons you taught me in keeping your apartments clean. Years from now, when you're old and gray, I want you to sit back and reflect on your time at EPA. Most of you came from a faraway land. For a high school experience, most don't understand. No matter your religion, ethnicity, or race, you made EPA a welcoming place. Sometimes the world can be nasty and cruel, but none of this negativity showed up at our school. Tolerance, compassion, respectful of all views, that's something you don't see when you turn on the news. Be the change you want to see and see it through. Educate the world the way I learned from you. Dare to be great, take risks, don't be scared. Trust in yourself. Believe me, you're prepared. Your high school career is over, but the journey never ends. EPA graduated 16 students today, but gained 16 friends. Farewell for now, and please stay in touch. Thank you, class of 19. I'll miss you so much. Thank you.
You got 30 seconds.
The dog like Chinese food?
She cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
so red. And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. I think the present owner fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking up. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time had better things to do. Criminal record says I've broken twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh, God, every memory of kid since then. I haven't seen her since God knows when. Oh God. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have a photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's time to say it, time to say it. Goodbye.
Have the time passed away, all the trouble that we gave, and all those days we spent out by the lake? Has it all gone to waste, all the promises we made? One by one they vanish just the same. All the things I still remember, summers never look the same. Years go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. In the middle of September, we still play out in the rain. Nothing to lose but everything to gain. Reflecting now on how things could have been, it was worth it in the end. Now it all seems so clear, there's nothing left to fear. So we made our way by finding what was real. Now the days are so long, that summer's moving on. Reach for something that's already gone. Oh yeah. All the things I still remember, summers never look the same. Years go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. In the middle of September, we still play out in the rain. Nothing to lose but everything to gain. Reflecting now on how things could have been, it was worth it in the end. Yeah, we knew we had to leave this town, but we never knew when and we never knew how we would end up here the way we are. Yeah, we knew we had to leave this town, but we never knew when and we never knew how. All the things I still remember, summers never look the same.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. Talk about family when family's all that we got. Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again.
Out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. Talk about family when family's all that we got. Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
at the turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Next, to present the Leadership Award, our English chair, Jane Snoxel. And how before this, we have a change of the program. I think it's appropriate that Ms. Snoxel is presenting the Leadership Award, considering she provided leadership to countless students during her career. Ms. Snoxel, for those of you that don't know, is retiring this year, and we're going to miss her so much, so we want to present her with an appreciation award. Come on up, Ms. Snoxel. In appreciation of Jane Snoxel for outstanding achievements and contributions to the success of our school and community. She's been here since day one. She is irreplaceable. Even though you'll be across the pond, you always have a home here. We love you, Ms. Snoxel.
Say working for Matt and John has been the happiest time of my life. I'm going to say seriously, whatever I've given you, you've given me double, 10 times back, and I really am going to miss you. Because when I come in down, I'm feeling whatever, life's not going well. Yeah, your faces, I just cannot think about it, and it picks me up every time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's my pleasure again to present this year's Leadership Award. And as Coach Matt said, it's an award which goes to someone who's not only academically successful, but also someone who acts as a role model to the rest of the student body. Some years in the past, the award has gone to a student of outstanding academic ability. Sometimes the winner is a student who, by dint of sheer hard work and determination, comes to the top. And just occasionally, there comes along a student who combines both these qualities, and then, wow, the sky is truly the limit. Well, this year's winner does indeed have both those qualities. High academic ability, as Coach Matt's already said, the highest SAT score achieved by any student in the school ever. But he was also a conscientious worker. And not only that, she is modest, personable, well-liked by all, and I understand from the coaches, athletic. Certainly an excellent role model for any student to follow. So, it gives me great pleasure on my last graduation to present this year's Leadership Award to David.
to Sarasota. My name is Kim Mirasola, and it is my great pleasure to present this year's Reach New Heights Award. This award is chosen by the teachers and given to the student who is always striving to do better, get better, and learn more. Ming, you're the perfect example of what it means to reach new heights. Your desire for self-improvement was so infectious that I've decided to tell you why each of us have voted unanimously for you to receive this year's award. Miss Maureen voted to give you this award because you impacted her life on the very first day that she met you. She remembers how when you first got off the plane from China, you immediately wanted to turn around and get back on, but you didn't. You overcame all of your fears, you found success, you made a home here, and you got into RIT. Miss Knoxville chose you because she thinks you are the perfect example, showing how effort leads to success. She is so impressed with how you came to the school, not speaking a word of English, and are graduating today with honors, and again, heading to RIT. I also want to thank these guys for such a great job with helping you learn to write your essay. Obviously, you nailed it, so that's great. Mr. Saban loves how you challenged him daily with your insatiable desire to learn the inner workings of a math problem. You make him want to be a better teacher, and as his adopted unofficial son, you better keep in touch because he's going to be really bored without you. Mr. Cobb chose you because he thinks you have the greatest sense of humor, like ever, like really. You have the ability to lift everyone up with your infectious smile. You are positive no matter what obstacles you have to overcome, and you accept challenges with courage and grace. And finally, Ming, I choose you because of your love for understanding. Very few people ask why anymore, but not you. You're infinitely curious about the world around you, and you awaken my spirit as a teacher. Thank you for your contributions you've given to us. Congratulations, Ming, you deserve this.
Now it's time for me to introduce the 2019 class speaker, the one, the only, Fernanda Castillo.
Good afternoon, families, teachers, coaches, graduating class, and everyone present. The thing about tonight is that we could go to the opposite side of the world if we wanted to, but there's something that we're never going to be able to escape from, and that is endings. I am terrible at endings and at saying goodbye, which is very ironic because I was assigned with this speech, but I'm really trying my best. What is true is that everything does eventually end. The end always comes. The last chapter of a great book, the last day of summer, going separate ways with a friend, and graduation night. This night being one of the most wanted nights by everyone. Sometimes it felt like it was never going to arrive. For example, that time when we had to run 36 suicides. Thank you again, Coach Matt. But now that it's finally here, and as much as I've looked forward to this day, I still don't know how to deal with endings. I don't get any better at them. What a year we have all had. Where do I even start? I could swear it was just yesterday when we were introducing ourselves to each other, saying hi. And today we're already saying goodbye. From the very beginning of the year, I knew I wanted to be the one giving the speech today, but I never imagined it was going to be this hard. I thought so much about what I wanted to say in here, but how can you ever find the right words to say bye to home? Because that's how I call this place, home. Most of us being international students, leaving our countries to see what is out there for us. What we're looking for is a place where we can really be ourselves and be surrounded by an environment where we feel loved and accepted, where we feel safe. We leave our actual home just waiting for the best and hoping that everything works out with where we're going to go. But how lucky are you if you ended up here? From my very first moment walking this hallways almost 3 years ago, I knew I was about to have the best time of my life, and I wasn't wrong about it. Since my very first step in, my first team made sure we had a great time. I have crazy and amazing memories with lots of people along the years. Some of them that I was lucky enough to meet that I can now call my best friends in the world. So many moments we have all experienced. The first prom, all the club days on Fridays, going to Siesta Key to take random pictures with strangers. Senior night, I definitely won't forget my face being drawn in the cake. Busch Gardens, and definitely something that I'm always gonna hold close to my heart. That time when in a game at home, all the guys ran out of the gym after one of my 3-pointers. Man, what a time. This year wouldn't have been the same without every single one of you. And I want to thank all the teachers and coaches that have prepared us so much for our next chapter. Thank you. All of you are the parents of this place and the ones that gave us the opportunity of being here. I want to thank my amazing family because they always have my back, and I am truly nothing without them. I also want to thank my coach, Akaya, for making this year so different than others, and for making me feel that I have more than just a coach, a mom, an older sister, and headaches sometimes. But really, thank you, because I feel and I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you. Not everyone can say that the best buddies are from all over the world, literally, but I can. We all can. Brazil, Russia, Sweden, Puerto Rico, Australia, Colombia. Name the place and I will tell you the comparison. I can't say how lucky I am to have met all of you, and I really can't believe that I had to fly all the way to America to meet my best friends. All of you I will never forget. Thank you for giving me years full of happiness, tears, excitement, and lots of love. How am I not going to call all of you my family? How am I not going to call this place home? As I said in my speech for senior night, before coming here, I didn't know home could mean something different than my house and my blood family. But look at me now, calling Impact my home and still being surrounded by my loved ones. Still family, even though they're different people now. And that's why it hurts this much, because it has been worth it. Thankfully, some people are so much a part of us. They will be with us no matter what, being our North Stars and being the voices we hear in our hearts. This year went by like a blink of an eye. Can I just go back to the first day when I still thought I had all the time of the world? Time's up, and I wouldn't change a bit of it. But this is not about the endings. This is about all the time that we were lucky enough to have together. I know I am so lucky, because only something so precious to have in my life will be this hard to say goodbye to. Thank you.
It is with great privilege and pleasure that I introduce to you these two former Trojans and self-made entertainers, Brett and Link.
Thank you. The fact that we have been asked to deliver your commencement address today should give you hope. We make a living primarily by posting videos on YouTube. YouTube, a place where a flying cat with a Pop-Tart for a body and a rainbow coming from its butt has been seen 75 million times.
It should also give you hope that we're invited back to deliver your commencement speech in spite of the fact that during our senior year, we stole one of our friend's shoes and placed it in the chicken sandwich tray in the cafeteria. Mr. Wilson, the principal at the time, called us into his office and asked, "Do you boys think this is funny?" No, sir. Not funny at all.
And lastly, you should find hope that we're up here, given the fact that we once took a picture of me sitting on a toilet, then put Mr. Wilson's head on my body, made it into a flyer that read, "Party at my place," and posted it on a bulletin board in the hall. Now, we were never called for that. Maybe if we had been, we wouldn't be up here, but Mr. Mace, it's too late now.
Actually, it's occurring to me that it might not be too late.
Okay, please let us continue, Mr. Mace.
Class of 2012, what's the significance of today? The obvious is that you're about to officially be high school graduates, drastically decreasing your chances of spending your life in prison. But hopefully today is about more. Clap for that. But hopefully today is about more than just not going to prison, hopefully.
After thousands of years of human history, we as a society have decided that now is a good time to send you out on your own. You're an adult now. In generations past, this is theoretically when we could give you a bunch of tools and send you out into the wilderness, and we come back a year later and you've built a house, you found a mate, you're making your way in the wilderness. But I think if we did that with you, we'd come back a year later and find you huddled under a tree, half naked, speaking gibberish to inanimate objects. Like Tom Hanks in that volleyball.
Now, if there were a video game called Wilderness Home 3, Frontier Ops, I'm sure you would play that. You'd play it for 21 weeks straight. You'd become addicted to it. And you'd build a thriving city in the wilderness where people are buying and selling things. And you'd have a pet dragon. But alas, life is not a video game. And life is about to happen to you.
Being on your own doesn't mean that you won't continue to rely on parents, other loved ones, and friends. But it does mean that starting very soon, whether you're going off to college, going in the military, getting your own place, or just getting a full-time job, you gotta be responsible for yourself more than ever. That's probably exciting. But let me tell you that it's flat out frightening for your parents.
Now, in an effort to prepare you for the transition that today represents, we've written a song. Feel free to laugh, but we invite you not to clap along because we just wrote the song and clapping along would probably throw us off our game entirely. So, seriously, just enjoy. Graduates, this is for you.
You're sitting here in your cap and gown. All your loved ones are just so proud. And we would love to inspire you, but someone needs to just give you the truth. For the past 18 years, your life's been pretty smooth. Let's take a moment and reflect on all you had to do.
You rolled out of bed and strolled to the living room and watched Cartoon Network while your mom made waffles for you.
Your laundry was magically clean, and your dad's back pocket was an ATM machine. Your life's biggest worry was what to wear to the prom, and your only regret was that incident with the stink bomb. Do you hear that subtle sound?
It's the sound of reality about to slap the taste out your mouth.
'Cause now you're on your own. Don't screw this up. You're on your own. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
You're young and now you're free. The world is your oyster. We have no clue what that means, but let us paint a picture of your future.
You're gonna eat a lot of Hot Pockets, and you're thinking that sounds great. Well, get back to us in 6 months when you've had 378. As soon as you move out, You know what your parents are gonna do. They're gonna turn your bedroom into an exercise room that they never use. And you won't use lockers in college. And this might be a total bummer. There are no yearbooks either. You actually have to say, have a great summer. Do you hear that? Knock, knock, knock.
That's personal responsibility about to put you in a headlock.
'Cause now you're on your own. You should be scared, but we can tell you don't care.
Why don't you care?
You should be frightened. Do you feel that gentle breeze?
It's the Category 5 hurricane of adulthood about to hit you upside the head with a tree.
'Cause now you're on your own. Don't screw this up. You're on your own. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Now, as our song suggests, reality is about to slap the taste out your mouth. And I hope we've conveyed that a fear of that is somewhat healthy, but in addition to that healthy fear, you should be excited. You're on the verge of your life's most memorable experiences. And we'd like to do our small part now to help equip you to make the memories in life that you won't spend the rest of your life trying to forget.
And so we have some advice. Take it or leave it. These are a few things that we would have liked to have known when we were sitting where you're sitting. We were actually not sitting here. We were sitting over at Harness Central. This building didn't exist yet, but you get the idea. Again, some things that we would have liked to have known.
It is acceptable to wear the same underwear 2 days in a row, but no longer. Then you can turn them inside out and wear them 2 more days. However, you can't turn them inside out again. You have to either throw them away or wash them.
Jeans are a little different. You can pretty much wear jeans you can wear them for months without washing them. You can pretty much wear them until you start smelling them when you're wearing them.
If you have to ask yourself the question, should I post this on Facebook? The answer is always no.
Some parents applauded for that. Having said that, you should still take a lot of pictures because you're only going to get uglier from this point on. And when you look back at these pictures from the prime of your life, you're going to be very embarrassed by your hair and your clothes, but you'll still think, I look good.
Don't get a tattoo of your favorite band. Please. You'll be embarrassed by this for much more of your life than you'll think it's cool. Especially if your favorite band is One Direction.
And for
Brett's
those,
favorite band is One
that
Direction.
is my favorite band, but I don't have a tattoo yet. And for those of you who are heading off to college in the fall, this is your last chance to change your name without seeming like a crazy person. If you don't like being called Delvin, you can introduce yourself differently in the fall. Maybe Melvin or D-Money. Anything's better than Delvin. Any Delvins in the house? No, okay, good.
There's a guy up there, but he's not graduating.
Okay, that's okay.
It makes it a little awkward. Okay, now this next one's going to step on some toes. But if you're leaving town to attend college and you're still dating someone who will still be in high school next year, end it now. You don't want to be that guy who sits in his room baby talking to his high school girlfriend. Hey baby, I miss you so much. I wish you were here with me in college instead of still being in high school. I love it so much. It's embarrassing.
That embarrassed me a little bit. Just that right there. And now for some advice that hopefully isn't completely ridiculous. Don't spend the next few years pursuing an education or a career in an area just to fulfill someone's expectations of you. Rather, figure out what you're good at and what you like to do. And if you can find a way to get paid to do that, do it.
Choose your friends wisely. The kind of friends you make in the next few years will determine more about the rest of your life than you can imagine. Seek out people who are going where you'd like to go in life and join them. I think we're surprising a lot of people. We actually have legitimate advice.
Clap for that. From a young age, we're told how important it is to love ourselves, believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself, help yourself. But I don't think the problems in our culture are due to lack of self-love. On the contrary, I think it might be an overabundance of self-love. French philosopher Fenelon said, "The origin of our trouble is that we love ourselves with a blind passion that amounts to idolatry." Make your life not about yourself, but about self-sacrifice.
There's an easy way to make sure your life sucks. Make it about acquiring as much stuff as you can. In the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, the king who had everything, says, "Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. The sleep of the laborer is sweet, whether he eats little or much, but the full stomach of the rich will not let him sleep."
And finally, pursue faith. Don't live your life without asking the question, why am I here? And why am I here even asking that question? For us, our faith has been the key piece in the puzzle of life that, when put into place, gives us purpose and meaning.
And to close, we want to help you commemorate this moment in your lives with something memorable. Sure, you're going to walk across the stage and receive your diploma in a moment, but we want to give you something unique. Something that isn't happening at any other graduation ceremony today. Maybe never.
Maybe never again. When a new ship is launched, a bottle of champagne is broken on its bow. We thought about breaking bottles of champagne on all your heads, but this is a dry campus.
When a new building is opened, there's a ribbon cutting ceremony, but we couldn't agree on what to cut.
And in olden times, when they made an oath, they would sacrifice an animal. We actually got the goat approved.
Yeah.
But we thought that would be a little extreme.
So we're going to commemorate this moment in your life by busting a piñata.
He's serious. This Pokemon Charmander piñata symbolizes the things you're leaving behind as you move on to the next stage of your life. Now, if you're still playing with Pokemon, you should probably stop that. So there's a direct application for you. And what's inside the piñata symbolizes your future. Now, we have not told her this ahead of time because we thought she might refuse us, but we would like to ask, as your representative, your valedictorian, Kelly, to come and disembowel the piñata. Just go for it. I know you're really smart, but can you swing a bat? Whoa. Yeah. Knock Link off the stage. Oh! It's a big portion came off. Okay, all right. I think that might be enough to prove our point. He has lost a limb. Okay. Yeah, one more. Right in the neck. One more. He's about to go. He's about to give. Oh, you really got to let him have it. I think there might be some wires up there or something. This is getting really ugly. Okay. All right. Link this. All right. Okay, we got the head off. Okay, it should be painfully obvious at this point that there is nothing in the piñata. There's a couple of reasons for that. The main reason is we were not aware that piñatas didn't come already filled with candy. I mean, I paid $60 for this thing. It doesn't come with candy?
But secondly, this serves to serve. It serves to serve.
Yep, it does that.
It serves a forced analogy for your future. Your future isn't something we can give you wrapped like a Tootsie Roll. Your future is undetermined, a blank canvas, an empty piñata, if you will.
And your future is your responsibility.
It's what you make it.
So, class of 2012, today we celebrate all you've accomplished and challenge you to do something amazing with that future as it emerges from your proverbial piñata.
Now let's clean this up.
Thank you.
Next, the awarding of the diplomas. Would all the graduates please line up? Johnny Castillo. Fernanda Castillo. Kutlahan Jalaya. Gabriel Colon. Gabriel Del Orbe Martinez. Jorge Diaz. Damian English. David Hermelin. Kristen Canope. Lawrence Yu Lee. James Long. Isaha Nyang. Oluwatobi Omoborio. Blake Peavy. Pedro Valerio. Ming Zhu. few things before I officially present the class of 2019. For anybody that could not be in attendance, this is being filmed and we'll upload it to the website by this evening. So make sure you tell your relatives that. And afterwards, we invite everybody to join us in the room adjacent to the theater here for some refreshments after. Now, may the graduating class of 2019 please stand up. It is an honor for me to be the first to present to you the Elevation Preparatory Academy class of 2019. Congratulations.